a massive fight for Joshua, this.
Joshua looks small.
Ngannou could get in trouble here as well, because if he steams in there thinking, I'm going to knock Joshua out.
I don't think Ngannou Usyk is a great fight.
It was a boring fight.
Ngannou, I'm just happy he's making money.
Ngannou's got loads of fights.
If Fury wins, I think, as I've always said, I think Joshua beats Fury.
And we know that's what Joshua wants. He wants to be a 3-time world champion.
That's why I think he beats Ngannou.
Round 8, the referee stops it.
Welcome back to BoxCast. Today we're going to discuss the upcoming fight between Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou. A few people are a bit... boxing purists are a little bit skeptical about this fight. But are we after this performance against Fury?
First thing I'm going to say is... Francis,
dramatic pause.
Yeah, dramatic, because it is dramatic. Francis Ngannou does not deserve a shot at undisputed heavyweight titles after 2 fights. So I'm just putting that out there right now.
But what if he KOs
I don't
Joshua?
care. He still doesn't deserve it. Not when you've had the likes of Zhilei Zhang, Joseph Parker, and all them who've been working hard, fighting, and they haven't had a sniff of a title shot. And for him to waltz in, have a little 10-rounder against Fury, a 10-rounder against Joshua, and then have a shot at undisputed. No, don't agree with it. It's wrong. So
that's Simon's rant out the way.
Simon's that's me rant out the way. But going back to the fight,
but you're going to watch it, aren't you?
Yeah, I understand the fight. I really do understand the fight. It's a massive fight for Joshua, this.
He's got a lot to lose.
A hell of a lot to lose.
Yeah. I'm not sure how much he's got to win. Well, obviously, he's got the undisputed chance, which is
I mean, for people who don't know, it's basically, this is a semi-final, and the winner is going to fight the winner of
Usyk and Fury.
And forget about the rematch.
And His Excellency has made a new undisputed belt.
Yeah.
I think that's quite cool.
But, yeah. I mean, so Joshua has got a lot to... He has got a game, but he's got a hell of a lot to lose. Ngannou...
He's got nothing to lose.
He's
bonus.
He is happy days, this man, isn't he?
I like him. I've got him. I do. Now, so I'm say
like
I like
Francis
his bonus. I like his.
He's very good. He is absolutely. He's on the streets doing this. Isn't he? Boom. He's loving life. It's gonna. Joshua can make this the easiest fight in the world or the hardest fight in the world.
Well, I think he's got to take it seriously, hasn't he? Yeah, I think if he takes it seriously,
he'll take it seriously.
Be that hard. But, well, yeah, he's more professional than...
Ngannou hits him on the chin, that's it, it's over.
It's over, yeah.
Plain and simple. And the only way that happens in my eyes is if Joshua gets cocky and thinks, I'm going to take this guy out.
Yeah.
And I think if he does that, he's making a big mistake. Do you know what? Make it a bore fest like he did against Ruiz, against Parker. Just box his socks off for 10 rounds. Don't go for the knockout. Because he can clearly outbox him for 10 rounds.
Well, yeah, if he can't, there's something wrong.
Yeah, but he can. I know he can.
Yeah.
So just do that.
Well, no, Joshua's should be the better boxer, the better boxer, because obviously he's been doing it.
And let's not forget, Ngannou, these UFC fighters, the one thing, they are fit. What do they do? Is it 3 5-minute rounds or 4 5-minute rounds?
It's
was it 5?
Well, it can be 5 up to 5 rounds, isn't it?
Yeah, for 5 minutes ago. They're fit. They get hit on the chin with... They're not even gloves, are they?
But they don't take that much breathers in UFC,
exactly.
Isn't it?
So they're ultra fit.
And then you've got to carry the weight of another guy.
And I think Ngannou's going to... I reckon he's got a great chin, Ngannou. I don't even think it's the chin. I think it's just a piece of breeze block.
I think he's just like...
He is massive, isn't he?
Well, I've never been, the thing, if you've never looked into one where Joshua looks small.
Yeah, no, it's just...
there's other big fighters, obviously, the Varlin was big, others are big, but normally stood next to me, they might be a little bit taller, they might be whatever it is. Normally they're not. Joshua looks like the man. In here, it was Ngannou. It's just,
Yeah, and
he's
I just
huge.
think I don't think Joshua and I think is he going to be with Ben Davidson? I think again. I don't think they're going to make a mistake this time. I think they you don't need to make
If
a
Joshua
statement.
boxes properly, he should
Yeah.
win, and he should be his movement, his skill, his foot movement, his hand movement, his speed, even his power should keep Ngannou at an arm's length, should we say? And he should just be allowed boxing. And it's only 10 rounds; it's not 12. We know Joshua can gas, but he looks to be more intelligent in his boxing.
Yeah, he's a lot
in his
more
last
intelligent now.
He looked really good against Varlin, which was more.
And I think what we're going off is, let's be honest, we're going off how Ngannou fought against Tyson Fury, and let's be honest, that night Tyson Fury was.
I don't think Tyson Fury turned up.
Was
He didn't train
rubbish.
properly for that. There's no way he's done his 12-week camp.
Or if that was Tyson Fury at his best, good luck against Usyk because you're going to need it.
You're going to get slaughtered.
But this is it's becoming a bigger. The more I think about it, the more I'm going, wow, this is it's a bad fight for Joshua. This.
Well, I think it's brave him to take it. I mean, I understand what he said before, but I think that's before the performance. And Ngannou really stepped up. Fury, we don't know what version of him turned up. We could probably find out in the next fight. But sometimes I do get the thing that Fury only really turns up when there's somebody good in front of him. So he's only really had against Klitschko because it was the guy, against Wilder because he's the guy, and he'll turn up against Usyk. But like you said, if that Fury turns up, the one that fought Ngannou, then that's not going to be... Because I think we've got a comment on on our Usyk Fury video where he says Usyk's going to knock him out in 4 rounds. I think he could if that version turns up.
Ngannou though Ngannou could get in trouble here as well, because if he steams in there thinking, I'm going to knock Joshua out.
Well, question, in the first fight, do you think it was, what surprised you? But did his discipline surprise you? Because that's what surprised me.
No, it wasn't his discipline. It was the fact that he could
box. His box, but he stuck to it.
Yeah,
even when he had him down, he didn't go rushing in.
He picked his punches well. That's what surprised me.
The discipline of picking punches.
And
I expect him to be better for this fight. I think he'll have trained a bit more.
But that's what scares me, and I don't like it.
The Joshua fanboy coming out.
I don't like it, and I'm scared, like a little frightened child. Excuse me.
I'm excited. I think it's a closer fight than most people give it for.
Yeah,
but if Joshua takes it seriously, Joshua should win. And obviously, with what's on the line, he should take it seriously. Yeah. The problem he's got is obviously we're both predicting Usyk to win, and then it's difficult for how he beats him. If Fury wins, I think, as I've always said, I think Joshua beats Fury. Irrespective.
I mean, Joshua...
It would be a great way to, mic drop and go out if the circumstances work out that way.
Is he doing it for money? Yeah.
He really need the money.
He doesn't need the money. I think it's because he's been told if you win this, you're undisputed shots next. No, we know that's what Joshua wants. He wants to be a 3-time world champion. We all thought it was going to be the Hergovich route that Joshua would take for the IBF. Let Fury Usyk have their fight. The IBF drops the belt. And
question: do you think this is a more dangerous fight than Hergovich? Obviously, Hergovich is a far better boxer.
Yeah,
more experienced than.
Do I? Yeah, but we're all going off one fight of what Ngannou done to Fury. And that's what we're going off.
Well, I think it's also his size and strength.
Yeah,
he is, huge. He can obviously the thing he showed, like you said, is his chin.
I mean, no, but forget the size and the strength.
Discipline.
Because if you look at that on the undercard on the day of reckoning, that massive Russian fella against
you got the floor wiped by the German guy.
I mean, so size and strength. Magnadov. I just think Joshua needs to be disciplined. It's not an exhibition. It's a proper fight, this. The Fury and Ngannou fight was It was an event.
It was entertainment.
This
It
isn't.
wasn't really serious. Yeah, yeah.
This is different. This really, really is different because if even if Fury had lost that, he still had the Usyk fight.
Yeah, yeah.
If Joshua loses this,
Yeah, he hasn't got that next step.
he's in trouble, and I think this is what worries me: is if he loses, he's in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
It's a massive, massive backward step for him.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think he retires then? Gracefully go out into the, or ungracefully go out into the.
He's not going to lose, so it's all right.
Yeah. Okay. Fanboy.
No, I don't know.
Fanboy.
I don't know is the honest answer. No, do you know, actually, if he loses, do you know where he goes?
Where?
The Saudis make Joshua Wilder fight.
Yeah. Okay. We'd still watch that.
I think the Saudis have played it perfect because I think that is, right, well, if Joshua loses, we'll put him in with Wilder. Joshua wins, he's got undisputed.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Saudis have got everything planned out for the heavyweight division on all circumstances, and I really do believe that. I think they know who's going to be fighting who in the next.
After you mean after what Parker did to Wilder, they've had to have contingency plans.
Yeah, and
plan B and plan C.
I think that's what they've done now. They've got contingency
Hopefully.
plans, and I think that's what they've. And I think they plan for every possible outcome.
Yeah.
And I think most heavyweights in that little section, I think their next 3 or 4 fights are planned.
Well, the good thing is now at least there are. There's like exciting fights irrespective of what happens because either one wins. There's an exciting fight ahead. Because Ngannou really wants his rematch against Fury, doesn't he now?
But that's what I mean, because if Fury loses against Usyk and Joshua beats Ngannou, so you have Fury Usyk again, the Fury Ngannou fight's massive. It's massive.
Joshua Usyk, you mean again?
Sorry, yeah, Joshua Usyk. But the Fury Ngannou fight's massive.
Fury again, irrespective.
Yeah, it's a massive fight
because
still.
we want to see that.
And they're going to make millions again.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is, like you say, putting these 4 together it's clever. Well done to the Saudis.
Yeah. And if Joshua loses, then you've got like you said, then you got the Wilder fight.
Yeah.
Which everybody will still watch.
Yeah.
But
But even if he loses, so if Joshua loses and Fury loses against Usyk, Joshua Fury's still the biggest
cards.
fight out there.
Yeah, yeah.
It is still the biggest heavyweight fight out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Because not being funny, Ngannou Usyk, it doesn't get my juices flowing there.
Well, the problem there is you've got, as good as Ngannou can be, he's got to catch him. But when Joshua hasn't caught him, Fury hasn't caught him, Usyk is just too fast and too good a boxer. You can't bridge that gap.
Ngannou Usyk doesn't excite me at all.
I don't think that's a good fight.
Joshua Usyk, although I've seen it twice, it excites me.
Well, I think it excites from the point of view that it's undisputed.
Yeah.
It's a chance for him to get
back. It's not just that, it excites me because of Ben Davidson. Because of what Ben
Davidson says he's got a game plan, isn't he?
So, but
I have to say that game plan will be all good until Joshua gets punched in the face again and it's out the window. I think Usyk wins that irrespective.
No, I don't think he does. No, he doesn't.
I mean, he's going to be a bit older, but
it's going to be fine. Don't worry. My man will come through. AJ will be the next undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. I say, with fingers
well, I think if
crossed.
AJ wins that and Usyk wins his, I think Usyk will probably just retire. So Joshua then has got the chance of going. He may be fighting somebody else for undisputed.
No,
But he's got fights anyway. It's like you said, this Wilder fight is still big. Fury fight. Joshua and Fury, I really want to see.
Yeah, Ngannou's got loads of fights there.
Ngannou, I'm just happy he's making money. It doesn't matter who he fights and watch, just for the entertainment value and because I'm happy that he's a nice guy making a few dollars.
Do you think Ngannou can beat Joshua?
Yeah. Do I think it's... Well, make it 2 questions. Do I think he can? Yes. Do I think it's likely? No.
Okay.
I think his chances, because I'll tell you why, because I think Joshua's going to take it seriously and he seems to be in that mode now where whether a bit of that's himself, whether that's Ben Davidson, where they look professional again, where he looks like... no, he doesn't look like his old self. He looks better, I would say. He's a bit more efficient. He's got a bit of that aggression back. Not as much as he used to have, but he's got the aggression back with a little bit more of the controlled fighting.
And I think that's
too much for Ngannou.
That's where
Ngannou catches him, and then there's a chance.
Going back to that, a lot of people are saying Joshua's got worse, and I think the reason they're saying he's got worse is because he's not going in and steamrolling people.
No,
technically, he's got better.
He's got better.
He really has technically got better. And I think he can quite easily.
From an entertainment point of view, he was better before because, if you look at his fight with Klitschko and other people, even with White, it was a fight. It could go either way.
Yeah, it was a fight.
Now he's more like a professional, like some of the other top-end ones where he's controlling the fight, like he did against Volin, and then you can see, all right, Hellenius was a little bit still. He was a bit, nervous. But he still controlled it, got it, took the moment. Now he's not like one punching trying to do or just steamroller. It's gradual breakdown and then, all right, here's my moment, boom, time to knock out. That's why I think he beats Ngannou because I think he's going to be too professional. I don't think Ngannou can win. Ngannou can win if he does what he did and he improves another level that much again. It'll be a very, very good fight because obviously Ngannou's got a, like you said, granite chin. He's quite really disciplined for somebody who's going to be in his second fight. I don't think he's going to go gung-ho, which is what we expected him to do in the first fight, and he didn't. It was a shocking thing was that he actually, wait a minute, he can actually box.
I don't want Joshua to go all gung-ho. I want Joshua to just...
Yeah, well, I don't think that he does. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think just box his socks off and it just make it boring and okay.
I think if he goes gung-ho, I think that it's time to fire your trainer. I don't think Davidson's that. He's too smart. I think Joshua's too smart for that. I think they know. I think this will go... I don't think either of them are going to get knocked out. I think it goes to 10 rounds. It go on points. And Joshua wins comfortably on points. Like probably 8 rounds to 2 at least. I think Ngannou will get 1 or 2. But I think... even if that's when Joshua's taking a breather... but I think it's going to be points fairly clear. Joshua will win, and because that's what he needs to do. He doesn't need to knock him out. He just needs to
win.
Yeah, and I think it's better for him if he boxes than if he knocks him out.
Can Joshua knock him out?
Don't know how good that chin is. And man is 260, 70 pounds of pure granite. Yes, because I think at that size he's big enough and powerful enough to do it.
Now let's be honest, Joshua is a puncher.
Yeah.
He really is a puncher.
I'm not sure if anybody can one punch him, but the thing is Joshua isn't now going for the one punch. Like we said, he's combinations. And if you get hit with big, powerful combinations from a 200 and whatever he is, 40-pound guy, you're going to get knocked out. He can knock him out. I think just the smarter fight is to box him to point.
I've got my prediction.
Unless, go on, you could do yours. I've done my sort of breakout.
The referee stops it in the 8th.
Okay. Because?
Ngannou sat on the ropes and can't take anymore. I don't think Joshua knocks him out, but I think the referee...
Gasses out.
I think the referee steps in and stops it.
Yeah, good. I could see that.
In the 8th round.
Okay.
Because Ngannou's face looks like it's been hit by a...
Do you know the thing is? I don't think his face will bruise up, but I think he can. Joshua could get him to the point where he just can't. Like when he's gassed out, basically, he's got nothing left in the tank. Because obviously the size of carrying that much muscle is, which we've seen happen to Joshua. And that's why I like his discipline more. I think before he was trying to go for it and steamroll people, and I think what I like is now in especially the last fight was he was more controlled.
Yeah.
No, he didn't look like he was gassing out in 7-8 on rounds. Yeah, I could see him doing that to Ngannou because obviously Ngannou's got to pace himself.
I just think, Joshua's just going to jab his head off. This is what I hope happens. Like, jab his head off. He's going to catch him with a few massive right hands,
and not get caught by any of his left or right hands.
And the referee's going to have to stop it. And then that'll be that.
Yeah, I think it's the Ngannou's chance to give him his fair share is if he catches him. Because I think if he catches him with something like he did with Fury,
he knocks him out.
Yeah,
He
I
knocks
think
him out.
he's knocked out. It's going to happen what happened in the Ruiz fight. He's going to be buzzed. Ngannou catches him again. That's it. It's over. If
Let's
he
not
doesn't
forget,
knock him out.
Ngannou is a powerhouse.
Yeah.
He is a powerhouse.
Well, he was the biggest puncher, but I think one of the other UFC fighters has actually beaten his punching record on that machine.
But even, you know,
But his punch power is ridiculous.
Puncher.
He was the biggest puncher in the thing.
You know, if he catches you, you go into sleep.
Yeah, yeah.
If he catches you clean, you go into sleep. And
well, if you're his corner, what you're going to do is have him basically. It's going to be counter punching, isn't it? Because he's not going to be. Because that's what he caught Fury with, wasn't it? When he was coming in, he stepped back, boom.
This is where I think it might be a really boring fight, though, because I think Joshua might go counter punching.
Do you think that's the best tactic, though? Because I agree with the one you said before, is jab, jab, jab.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's
Joshua is really good.
I'm hoping Joshua goes on the what I call it a cautious front foot. Because
Ngannou isn't going to be faster.
No,
Joshua
his jab,
should be the faster boxer.
If Joshua goes to be a counter puncher,
then it's going to be really boring.
Yeah, because I think Ngannou will go counter puncher, and
well, I think Ngannou's only success is counter punching.
Yeah. You know what? It's one of that. You don't know what's going to happen, do you? Let's be honest.
If Ngannou comes out and jabs him to death and then beats him in a boxing match,
fair play to him.
I would be the biggest fan ever of him not being shot.
If he does that, I'll go, do you know what?
Yeah, he deserves his undisputed chance.
Fair play to you, mate. You've come out as a boxer and you beat a boxer.
But I don't expect that to happen.
No,
I think there's a slim chance of that. I think Joshua. But I think that is basically what he did to Wallen is what he's going to do here. Start off, pace himself, go along.
This is where
if he goes counter punching, I think that's the wrong tactics.
This is where I don't like these crossover fights because you don't know what you're getting. You really, really don't.
Well, I think
because the thing is the difference is if Joshua goes in the octagon, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's not going to last long.
It's going to last, what, 20, 30 seconds?
Not past around max, yeah.
In a boxing ring, it is different.
Yeah. But that's what makes it exciting. And it makes it interesting.
As a professional boxer who's been a former 2-weight world champion, you should be able to box this fella's head off.
Yeah. That's what he should do. He's got a good jab. It's not like he's got a fault in it. He's precision boxer.
Yeah.
All right. You've got against an Usyk. Usyk is beyond special. So it's different. He's a lighter boxer. He's faster. He's got all those things. But against most normal heavyweights, Joshua can at least box at their level, if not better. He's normally better. He's smoother. He's pretty slick on that kind of thing. That's what I would expect. That's his only tactics. If he does that and he doesn't get caught, he should win. Like I said, comfortably on points.
I think
if he gets a chance to drain him or knock him out,
Joshua will take it. But I don't think he'll go looking for it.
Yeah,
I think it might just happen.
I think if he goes looking for it, that's when he can get counter punched and caught, and that's when he can get dangerous. And Ngannou is just to upset him, just to probably do a bit of what like Tyson Fury tried to do against him, where he puts his weight on him and stuff, but it didn't work because Ngannou was like, "Yeah, mate, I'm strong as you are, maybe stronger."
Yeah, that's what
I think. Joshua isn't really a clinching type guy.
No, and I hope Joshua doesn't go in there thinking, do
you think he could have an issue of being overconfident?
Joshua? No, I don't think he's got overconfidence in him now.
I don't think that Ben Davison allows him to be.
No, I don't think he's got that overconfidence in him. No, I don't. I think
he's going to take it seriously, and if he takes it seriously,
I think this fight scares him.
Yeah.
I really think this fight scares him.
Ngannou, even though he smiles, you'd be scared.
That's what might bring the very best out of him, and I think
I'm hoping so.
I think that's why against Wallen, he was so good because he was scared.
Yeah.
Not scared,
but I think he respected that the opponent.
It was like, if I don't win this, it's
Then what have we got left?
And I think against Usyk it was different. I think against Usyk he thought he had the Fury thing. He was like, "You're a cruiserweight. I should be battering
middleweight."
And I think he even said that to Usyk. He was like, "I'm bigger and stronger. I should be wiping the floor of you." I think that's what Joshua's problem was. But I think against the likes of Ngannou, a Fury, Klitschko, I think that we've seen the best of him there because he's got that fear factor. He's like...
Well, it's the respect for the opponent. You respect him. I think Usyk is also... He tried to box him in the first fight, which just you're not going to do. No. There's none of the heavyweights, no matter what they say, not even Tyson Fury can outbox him. He's too good because he is a cruiserweight. He's boxing there. Yeah, I think it's disrespectful to call him middleweight and stuff because he's a heavyweight. In the traditional sense, he's a heavyweight.
Yeah.
But he's too good. He's too good of a boxer, too slick. That's not the game plan. The game plan should have been what they did in the second, where it is your body shot him to slow him down. You actually try and put your weight on him and clinch and do the things because that's what's going to wear him down. You need to wear him down so he slows down enough so you can hit him. If he goes at his full speed like a pendulum, you ain't going to hit him. He's too fast. That's why, I don't think Ngannou Usyk is a great fight.
No, it's not. It's a horrible fight.
It's just, he's not going to...
Absolute horrible fight.
It's going to be like watching someone go...
Really
and Ngannou's just like a statue moving. It's going to be difficult.
That fight's not going to happen because Joshua's going to...
Yeah, I don't see that happening. I think Joshua wins this because he's just going to outbox him. But I think Ngannou will have his moments.
And
he just hopefully doesn't... Yeah. Well, depending on if you're a Joshua fan, hopefully he doesn't catch him clean.
I'm getting stressed out about it, thinking about it now.
If he catches him, it's going to be very interesting.
I'll be off work for about a week if he catches him.
Yeah.
My nerves are going to be shot. No, but this is what I like it. That's why I know it's not a fight I wanted, but it's making me nervous and I'm getting into it and I'm liking it.
Well, it's an opportunity for both sides. It's not one-sided because, the size of the opponent, even if he's inexperienced, he's learned a little bit of boxing. He's disciplined. He's strong. He's got a chin, and he can punch.
But what I would say is, everyone from what I'm hearing, people are saying, all Joshua has to do is outbox him. Don't go for the knockout. But remember what they said about Usyk in the first fight is all you have to do is chase him around and knock him out. Don't try and outbox him. And Joshua seems to do the opposite of what we say. So I'm hoping he doesn't go...
Well, the opposite of what he should do.
Yeah, I'm hoping he doesn't go, well, actually, I'm going to go out and knock this guy.
I'll wrestle him.
I'll body slam him.
He's a UFC fighter.
I'm going to knock him out cold. I don't think he will, but that's what Joshua tends to seem to do.
Well, if he puts his mind to go after him knockout, I think that's when Ngannou's best chances.
Yeah.
Because if he counter punches, he will probably catch him.
Does Ngannou do his Superman punch?
I hope so. The only thing is hopefully it won't land, but hopefully he does.
Oh, God. Superman punch against Joshua. Stop it. So you're going points for Joshua?
I think points for Joshua. Or, like you said, gas out. But I think points for Joshua because I think Ngannou will pace himself well enough. And I don't think Joshua's going to push. Well, the best tactics, I think, is Joshua not pushing for a knockout. And then it's just pointing and boxing him. So he doesn't take too much out the tank himself.
So ball first.
No, I think it'll be a good fight.
Yeah, it's either going to be a good fight.
Because Ngannou's going to be in it.
Or it's going to be
because you're going to be waiting for that counter punch. If he goes for counter punching Joshua, then it'll be boring.
Like the Wilder Parker fight. It was a boring fight, but it was exciting in the fact that any second now Wilder could land that right hand. But it was boring because nothing was really happening.
Yeah.
That's where
but I think here the problem is if Joshua doesn't have enough output, Ngannou will start to maul him.
Yeah.
And
I think Joshua's got to get...
It's interesting to see what Ngannou's offense is. I think he can counter punch. He showed that against, obviously a very good fighter.
I think he's got to
Can he go forward and...
I think it comes down to if Joshua gets Ngannou's respect with his power.
Yeah.
I think if he gets that, it's an easy night. I think if Ngannou just goes, mate, you're tickling me.
Is that all you got?
It's,
Okay. Well, I think hopefully Ngannou will have worked on his offense, and it'd be nice to see him come from the Ngannou side. It'd be nice to see him come forward a bit and see what he can do. Yeah. Can he actually box offensively? Because he showed that he could box defensively quite well, surprisingly well. and that's what shocked Fury into action then, who went into defensive mode. I don't want to see that where Joshua goes into defensive mode and then isn't. I mean, if it turns into a slugfest, it'd be really interesting from an entertainment point of view.
Oh my God, imagine.
But,
Jesus.
but I'd put my money on Ngannou then.
Yeah.
Because I think he can take, not that he can hit more, but I think he can take more punches. I mean, then it'd be great. That'd be entertaining. It's just not from...
I don't know. I don't know. It's like you say, this
you
is where...
see Eddie Hearn turning up the plan. Oh, well,
no.
that's that one out the window.
I'm
not sure he'd be happy.
It is a really interesting fight. And I do look forward to it. But I just think it's just dangerous. I'm saying that, and then Joshua could just make it so easy, and then I'll be like, what was I worried about? But I think that's what we like, is it's the unknown, isn't it? I think a lot of people think that...
Well, I think that's why Ngannou is interesting, because he's an unknown entity.
Yeah,
he's a bit different to... there's not that many people who are that big, because obviously Fury's that weight, but Fury's that weight is not all muscle. Here you've got a 260, 70 pound guy who's all muscle.
Yeah.
And, and knows how to use it.
Carved out of oak.
Yeah. He's solid. And he's learned how to box a bit, which makes it interesting. Obviously, he knows how to fight. Like you said, if he was in the octagon, it's all over. It doesn't matter who you put in with him.
He folds Joshua in half and ties him up like a pretzel.
Yeah.
And we'll be there for a week trying to undo knots in Joshua.
That's why it's interesting, because there is the dangerous factor and an unknown entity, because how he deals with it. Joshua should make it easy, should make it comfortable, work it out. He should be disciplined, and he should be able to get it there. But I think there is going to be some turns like we had with the Fury fight. There will be moments that Ngannou gets. That's why I think points, but one-sided, but a little bit but close one-sided, not like completely.
I mean, this is the Ngannou Fury. Like, that's why I say it was an event, because it was an event.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing really on the line. There's a lot on the line for this one. It's completely different, because Ngannou can get an undisputed heavyweight shot. Joshua can get an undisputed heavyweight shot.
Yeah.
So both fellas are going to be really up for it. There's more, and there's, like I say, Ngannou didn't have anything to lose against Fury. He's got a bit to lose against Joshua.
Yeah.
Because
and people are going to take him a bit more seriously now.
And it's because,
and expectation has gone up a little bit.
Mate, you could be challenging for the undisputed.
I mean, it is some crazy story that, though. It would make a ridiculously good story.
But it annoys me. It really does annoy me.
The problem he's got is that, it's the fight. It makes sense if Fury wins the undisputed, then fighting him as a rematch would make a huge story. But either of them could make that. I think if Usyk wins, they all lose to him anyway. Either of these two lose to Usyk again, and I don't think it's...
I think the WBC as well should be absolutely ashamed of themselves putting him in the top 10 after losing a fight. What? That is just...
Yeah, he should be number 5.
How can he do that, though? How disrespectful is that to other boxers?
Have you seen some of the other WBC rankings? They're ridiculous.
I just don't get it. But if you're in the heavyweight division and you've been working up the WBC rankings, you're gonna go, do you know what, mate? See you later.
They are a bit big for the boots.
I find it absolutely disgusting and so disrespectful for other boxers that have been working hard to get in the rankings. But, oh no, if I go and lose against Tyson Fury in an exhibition match over 10 rounds, I'll get in the top 10 and then possibly get an undisputed world title shot. It's not right. It doesn't sit well with me. And I've really...
To be fair, the list isn't bad. So I can't... Maybe I was wrong. Obviously, we've got Tyson Fury, numero uno. Yeah. He's the champion. They've got Joshua, number 2. Sanchez, number 3. Parker, number 4. Caballel, number... Joshua, number 1. Sanchez, number 2. Parker, number 3. Caballel, number 4. Jagman, number 5. Anderson, number 6. Dubois, number 7. Wilder, number 8. Hrgovic number 9, and Ngannou number 10. Joyce is number 12. Makhmudov is number 14.
Zhilei Zhang in there?
Nope. I mean, I don't say I would agree with this list. I'm just saying they've at least...
Obviously it goes on points and things like that. Well, it used to. Obviously it doesn't with the WBC. They just go, well, Ngannou, well, let's put him at number 10.
Like if we look at Ring is Usyk is number 1, which is the Ring. Fury is number 2.
Yeah.
Joshua is number 3.
Yeah.
Zhang is number... sorry, let's do this. Fury's number 1 list because obviously Usyk's the champion. 2 is Joshua. 3 is Zhang. 4 is Parker. 5 is Hrgovic. 6 is Sanchez. 7 is Anderson. All right, this is the one I don't probably agree with. 8 is Joyce. 9 is Wilder. And 10 is Caballel. So if you swapped Caballel and Joyce, that's not that bad a list.
Joyce is up
Zhang
there.
and Parker. Joyce is number 8.
No,
take Joyce out. But Caballel, if you moved him to there, I think that's not a bad list because you got Fury, Joshua, Zhang, Parker, and Hrgovic as a top 5. And that's probably about right.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
You could move a couple of them around, maybe Hrgovic to 3, but like on their performances in the last bit, I think that would be the top 5.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
And that's the Ring one, so it's and Usyk's number 0 now. In WBO, you've got Usyk, and then Zhang is the WA.
Yeah, because like that's where it goes on points and things like that. So yeah, the WC, the BC seem to have their own one, which is it Solomon who runs it. It's absolute shocking. So he should be fired on the spot.
Well, they haven't even got Zhang in the rating, have they?
No, because if he hasn't gone down the WBA route, he won't be in the ratings. Like say it works on I'm not sure how it works properly.
WBA has got Manuel Char as the WBA world champion.
He's been the world champion. Manuel
1.
Char has been the WBA champion for about 85 years, I think.
He looks like it.
I don't even think he's ever defended it. But they've got it's the WBA regular and the WBA super champion, isn't it? They have. Don't know why. A load of rubbish. Just have one champion. No one cares about the WBA regular.
Well, you can if that's like the contender, but then the one to face.
Well, no, you just call it the interim.
The interim one, it should be.
It's not WBA. But no, I think they have a WBA super champion, a WBA regular, and then a WBA interim. So, I don't know.
Confuses for no reason.
Whatever.
But they haven't got
rankings get me annoyed.
Their ranking is a little bit,
Rankings really do get me annoyed.
But yeah, anyway, we can do that. So prediction going, what we can say?
Yeah, I'm going to go round 8. The referee stops it.
Okay. Points Joshua. But I think there's a knockout from Ngannou coming somewhere along the lines. That'd be the shock of it. I think the Ngannou's only chance of winning is a knockout.
I'm telling you now, if Ngannou knocks him out, I'm not doing a podcast on it.
Okay. I'll be doing that one by myself.
I'm not doing it.
Simon, unfortunately, is...
No. Good times, like I say. Exciting fight, this one. Let me...
Well, I think it's what it's got.
I'd be interested to know what other people really who they think is going to win. I am obviously going off I am a Joshua fan. And I think if I wasn't a Joshua fan, I think I'd still go for Joshua to win by the same, to be honest.
He should win. Like we've said, Ngannou's got a chance. It'd be wonderful to see what, that story would be wonderful, but I think realistically Joshua should win. And if he isn't, then, he's going to have to seriously think about, unless he gets caught, he should be thinking about what he's going to, retirement. Let us know what you think in the comments. Like, dislike, whatever you think. Do you think
I will reply to some of the comments as well if you ever don't agree with you.
Or we agree with you. Let us know what you think. Do you think it's a good fight? Do you think, do you agree that Joshua should outbox him basically? Do you think Ngannou's got a chance? Or what type of chance do you think Ngannou can win? Will he win? Is that your predictions? And
I think the UFC side of people think Ngannou, but...
Well, I think that's why it's good. It brings UFC fans to think, Ngannou's got a chance, but a pure boxer should be able to beat him. But You never know. That was the best version of Fury, and he did that to him. Then Joshua's in for a hard night.
Yeah, so we'll soon find out.
Yeah. Okay. See you in the next one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for listening and watching.
Behind closed doors, I'm a fool.